Hi, I'm in the library today because I've got a book in a box that needs to be unboxed. Today is Subterranean Press Day. I believe I have at least two books in one box. So let's take a look and see what I got. I actually forgot that I bought this book in this box until I got a email from Subterranean Press trying to confirm which address that I wanted this package shipped to, and I'd ordered two books that were supposed to be arriving at the same time. I was kind of hoping that that they would both be in this delivery, but I got an email confirmation today saying that one of them was shipping today. So this package will contain one order, and I believe it should contain two books. Now, the first thing I get, first of all, Subterranean Press knows how to package books. We've got an oversized box full of white cheese flavored Cheetos, which I cannot wait to get to. I got a snack today for lunch, and the kids are gonna love it. So my book was packed by H. H, you're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Thank you, H. I hope I can say you did a great job when we're all said and done. So let's dig through our white cheese flavored cheese puffs and see what we got. All right, I got two books in here. As expected, let me see if I can get inside this deal without getting too savage, without going savage, getting too violent. I abhor violence. Without going savage on this package, and see what we can find in here. Subterranean Press Day is always, Sub Press Day is always a good day. Sub Press has to be one of the most beloved publishers out there. Everybody's got their, well, people have their favorite publishers. But people always talk good about Subterranean Press, and I've got a lot of Subterranean Press books, and there's one thing that I know for sure. I cannot complain about this publisher. What you're going to get is going to be pleasing. Paid, good. So I don't owe them any money today, which is handy. So this package was a twofer, and if you can see, then you'll see what you'll see. We got a twofer. This one came free if you buy this one, and I like free, so we'll get to them both. First off, I ordered Vile Affections from Caitlin R. Kiernan, and golly bum, Vile Affections, a collection of short stories, one of many collections of short stories from this author. And this dust jacket doesn't look that great on the website. In my opinion, it doesn't look very good in the images on the website, but as often happens, when I get this thing in hand, it looks phenomenal. Yes, I read phenomenal. That's just a word that I don't hear used very often, and it's a terrific one. I like it. The dust jacket looks terrific. I love it. I love the colors. When I saw it on the website, it was a little underwhelming. When I see it in person, I'm blown away. It looks so good. Take my word for it. Would I lie to you? Don't answer that. I don't think I can handle that kind of negative. But hey, I didn't notice this when I ordered the thing. Here's what we see on the driver's side, on the outside of our dust jacket. And look in here. Look on the inside, on the passenger side, the inside. You could frame this joker and hang it on your wall, and it would look sweet on your wall. But then your book would be naked. So maybe see if they'll sell you a dust jacket so you could hang that baby on your wall. Now, back to the matters at hand. Back to the matters at hand. Here's our book unpackaged. You can see it's a glossy, it's kind of sticky, this book. It's not sticky like somebody's got a lollipop smear on it, but it's not slippery. It's almost sticky, like a very freshly cleaned glass surface. And our book, my book, it's not ours, it's mine. I bought it. I paid for it. It's mine. My book, special signed edition, is limited to 600 numbered copies. Can you see that? Can you see that? And there's our signature. It looks nice. Now let's see our table of contents here. Like I said, we've got a collection of short stories, Vile Affections by Kiernan. And I'm looking for the table of contents so we can do there's a bunch of stories. I don't want to list them all, but I will show you what we got here in the table of contents if you're really concerned and you don't want to go looking any further. There it is. So press pause, check it out, read the table of contents. There's what we get in this collection of short stories. I want to say this is the 14th collection of short stories by Kiernan. And so our favorite author, or our author, and we all got lots of favorites, but our author writes a lot of short fiction. And this book has, just flipping through looking for illustrations, I found one, a black and white illustration right here in this book. I think this set, these two books, I think it was around $80. I paid a little bit more, a little bit less, around $80 plus shipping from Subterranean Press. And once again, two books from Sub Press for $80 works for me. I love this author. I'm hoping this will be a terrific collection. And there we go. There's our Vile Affections. I've had people ask me about bindings. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's our binding, our sewn binding. There you go. Anyway, Subterranean Press, Vile Affections, Kiernan. And here is the bonus round. Let's see what else we got in here. Cambrian Tales, Juvenilia. That's a new word. I'm going to have to look it up. Juvenilia. But here's what I do know. This is a collection of things that our author Caitlin wrote in the early life between junior high school and college. At least that's what I understand. And I've unpackaged this little sweetie. This Freefer, and Freefer is for me. I like that kind of stuff. Free. So it's just a little bit smaller than Vile Affections. And the dust jacket is one-sided, the typical dust jacket, one-sided. There's our boards. This is the more typical, almost a cloth type of board, a little rougher surface that comes in a lot of the, I guess you would say, the Sub Press trade edition books. And I believe this is a trade edition, but we'll see. I don't think it's got a limitation page or signatures or anything like that. This would be a trade edition. So here's our table of contents for this one. And these, the way I understand it, these are stories that are not written by a professional author as a professional. These are stories that are written by somebody who would later become a professional author. On the byline for Sub Press, they talk about Caitlin planning to be a herpetologist or an ichthyologist. And my experience with ichthyology is through the movie Bubba Hotep, where he says, "What am I, an ichthyologist?" And I had to go look that up. But herpetology is something that I did know a lot about. Believe it or not, this guy spent probably 6 or 7 years of his life telling people he was going to grow up and be a herpetologist. And the people that I know would usually say, "Do you know what that is?" And I'd say, "Yeah, it's a scientist who studies reptiles and amphibians." And they'd say, "Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was something else." Anyway, herpetology sure enough interested me. But that's our book unboxing today. And I can't think of any more lies to tell, so I'm going to let you go. You may go now. But before we do that, c'est la vie, baby.